that the arch is under Sokolov's place when you're ready, Corvo. Assuming, of course, you've taken care of those floodlights.
What's up, guys? Spider-Bite back here, and this is the continuation of our Clean Hands guide for you guys. Mission number 4. This time, we need to abduct Sokolov, and in order to escape, apparently, we have to disable the floodlights that are out on the waterway so that Samuel can come in and rescue us and give us a ride when we get Sokolov. So anyways, again, just to reiterate what we're going through here, Clean Hands and mostly Flesh and Steel, various achievements / trophies that we're going to get. The links or the descriptions are provided in the description for you of these achievements. But basically, we can only use Blink, we can't kill anybody, nor can we alert anybody, and that's the gist of it. So we're in this this building here, and you actually need a key to get out that door, but there is an alternative route that you could take. See this? It's like a rail car here, but it needs a whale oil tank. Now, when I went through on my playthrough, my bloody playthrough, which you can find over in NGT Games, I actually did use that that rail car, but for some reason I couldn't remember where I actually got the whale oil tank. So I'm going to go through this door instead. It's an alternative, and there's so many ways you can play it. I mean, you don't have to necessarily go one route versus another, and that's the beauty of this game. The only drawback, going through it with Clean Hands and not being able to use any of their abilities is, you can use possession to possess rats and move around easily, and if you have level 2 possession, then you can actually possess humans and move around and get past other humans, other guards, etc. that way. But as it is, we got to use Blink, and we're going to go down here in a moment. We're just checking out things up top. And to be quite honest, that's what I really like about challenges, well, achievements in general, achievements that are sort of outside the game, but even in-game challenges, etc. It really drives people to play the game in different ways and experience it differently when maybe, perhaps, they wouldn't otherwise do so, right? So, for instance, going through with only using Blink and not killing anybody, not alerting anybody, would I have played it this way if not for the existence of those achievements? And I would probably say no. But am I glad that those achievements are sort of, it's not really forcing me, but the fact that, hey, I want to get these achievements and, help you guys get them, I'm going to play in that new and interesting way. And it is new and interesting. So anyways, I have edited this video a fair bit. There were some spots where, just trying to get the perfect movement of when I was going to go, when I was going to move, and really look at the walking patterns of these guards, because it does take some time. I mean, you got to watch, how they go about their routes, and especially when there are 2 or 3 guards around, you want to make sure that you're out of the line of sight of the other 2 guards when you're taking care of guard guard A, and guard B and guard C are already taken care of. And actually, apologize, I didn't show that. That's another guard that I took out. I must have cut that out, but I think there were 3 or 4 guards, 3 guards down at this end, so one of them would sort of stand right in front of that gate right there, so I took him out first, and then there were these 2 remaining guards. Now, they're not the only ones you have to deal with, because there are actually 2 guards at the other end, and that's what I mean, the rail car may have been a better choice here, provided you found the whale oil tank, because you could actually travel. See up the top left, you could actually travel on the rail car unseen inside and get to the other side, and not really have to deal with these guards. But as I said, there are many avenues to go, and it's helpful to kind of show different pathways, even when one is more difficult than another. Okay, so we got these guards taken care of. Like I said, there are 2 guards down at that end. One is in that I don't know what you want to call that little guard building or whatever. Is it a building? I have no idea what to call that. That structure that's at the far left, just in front of the Pratchett warehouse. And then there's another guard that's actually walking around up there. So if you get too close, that guard, he's actually facing you. The guard in that left side building, he's actually facing us. So if you get too close, he will see you. Now I'm going to go around this way. There's actually a chain here you can jump on to get up higher. It doesn't necessarily bring you up to the rooftop, but we can go inside this building and get a little bit closer and get a little bit higher, so that those two guards, we can pretty much avoid them. Oh, look, a rune. Sweet. So, you know, after looking out here, there's not actually a way to get up high, unfortunately, on this side, to go around this outside of the building. So we're going to have to go back down, and perhaps there is a better way. And like I said, a lot of this, when you're playing through it, I mean, it is trial and error, right? It's trying to find some of the, you know, better approaches, if possible. All right, so we're going to go back up here, and there actually is a way to get a little bit higher. And it's in the same building, basically, that we're in. But there's a guard. There's actually another guard that came down, and he's to our left right now. So there he is.
Stupid gut.
So, again, you got to be aware that there was one guard that was at that far end that actually ended up walking all the way down. So if we look up here, there's actually a balcony up here that we can get up to. And we can go inside this building and see if there is a way to remain up above. Maybe there's a window, perhaps, or perhaps not. But at least we're higher up. Now we can perhaps go on top of that building. See that guard that's inside that structure? So we're just going to go across, make sure that that one guard has gone past. And we don't even have to go on top. We can just go right to this doorway, and that'll get us into the next area. And I always crouch walk. I always crouch walk almost no matter what. Alright. So there's a guard over there, but that's not entirely the right direction either. That just goes across the other side.
By order of the region, the curfew is now active.
So there's the actual door that we have to go through. And that'll get us to the drawbridge way, which is the next section of Caldwin's Bridge.
Curse the plague and this blasted curfew. How is anyone supposed to make a living?
Well now, Mr. Pratchett, even a wealthy man like you needs the city watch. Gangs are cutting throats and smashing windows left and right, and the weepers, excuse me, the plague victims are worse. Are you saying the Lord Regent is wrong for imposing curfew?
So I can't get up here.
It
Can't
won't
get
do
up to
you
the
any good
balcony
to
from
beg
here.
me, officer. But don't worry, I'll be fine. I'll profit. Man can come out ahead when the time comes.
Oh, there we go.
Sure.
So, I mean, you can wait until those guys are finished talking.
Fine.
And there's some stuff in here. There's a safe and stuff that you can get, but again, I'm not really too interested in doing that. I'm just going to try and progress here. I mean, this area isn't too bad. It's this upcoming area that gets pretty difficult. There are a few guys up here, as you'll see. Just gotta try and get past them. There we go. So we pretty much have gone as far as we can go here, sort of underneath. We do have to get up top here, unfortunately.
Those things?
We're trying to avoid these guys, so I'm just trying to get a peek
You'll be
at...
thankful when Slackjaw's boys come down the street to slit your ricker. It'll be fun to watch them turn to ash. There was a time when we didn't need these.
Slit your ricker? What the hell? Okay, so we can get past those guys just by going through here. Now, you gotta be careful here. There's two guys, typically two guys to the left. And we're gonna pull out these. Whenever you get the opportunity to remove one of those whale oil containers, do so, because usually it'll help you out. Unless it's part of the objective that you actually have to install one. But, you know, you look up here and there's that pylon that we've just disabled. I mean, you can also, you don't want to use, that's the thing, right? For the clean hands, you can't use your rewire tool, because if you use your rewire tool, then the pylon will attack them. It'll go after them, and then you end up getting a kill, right? So you have to disable it. Either get by it undetected, or disable it by removing the whale oil canister. Sorry about the phone call there, guys. Anyways, we're moving up. Moving on up to the top. To a deluxe apartment in the sky. So I can hear somebody talking. I think they are actually one more level up here. Oh, no, there he is. So we're going to take this guy out. Choke him. Choke him. And And then, again, you don't want to throw him over into the water. Oh my god, he almost went. Because that might get you killed. So here we're going to actually raise this drawbridge. It's just going to give us a better opportunity to get across. It's a higher level, and we can avoid some of the other guards by doing so. Let's try and get up top here. What the hell? Come on. We got a prowler on the loose. Hope I didn't get detected. I mean, if they find a body, I have had missions where they actually found a body, but it doesn't impact the alerts. They don't actually get alerted. And just to reiterate as well, there was some discussion on one of the videos that somebody left a comment about blink ability. Okay, so here are the drawbridge spotlights. And that's also a good reason to raise that drawbridge so you can get to the spotlights a lot easier. So now we've got that portion done. We only have to get the royal physician and bring him to Samuel, who is now able to get to our extrication point because the lights are out.
The lights are working perfect.
Well, there's nothing to do. And I like climbing the pillars.
Okay, so now we got to get back down. So I'm going to use this route right here.
I just don't.
Whoa. Alright, I'm all out of mana. Okay, there's another whale oil canister. Okay, so in here, there's another 2 guys to the left, and there's 1 guy here on the right-hand side in a jail cell. Don't worry about him. Don't... and don't let him out, especially on this type of walkthrough. I mean, you can let him out, but I wouldn't suggest following him. Just saying, okay? Oh, there's the pylon that's out. Let's see if we can get past another way without having to go through that that guardhouse, let's call it. Where are we gonna put this guy? Now again, like I said, I mean, they can find bodies and it won't affect you, but I mean, if they find a body, they're not necessarily going to be alerted to your presence, but they may be more suspicious, they may be looking around more, and they may take different routes. You know, when I mentioned that, so yeah, we can totally avoid the guys down there and just go across up here, it looks like. But just looking for guards, waiting for them to turn around. Where was I? Right, I was discussing about the patterns, like the guard patterns, their travel patterns, etc. You know, it's pretty consistent. Their patterns are pretty consistent. Looks like I can get through over here. Oh, good. There's a walkway over here on the left-hand side, and we can get past them this way. Their travel patterns are consistent when they're A, not alerted, and B, there are no bodies around. I mean, if they see a body, and you got to watch out for these crust things. I'm just gonna go right past them. I hate those things, man. They frickin' spew at you, they spit at you, and they do a lot of damage. So, you know, they'll follow regular patterns, and they're predictable, right? But if they see a body, if they see someone unconscious, for instance, or someone dead, then they're going to change that pattern. All right? And same if they're alerted, obviously, they're going to, you know, they see you, they're going to chase you. So they're not going to stick to their typical patterns. All right. Let's go. We're going to the location of the royal physician here now. And I can hear a ruin. Nice. 2 of 5 ruins found. Okay, so there's our target up there. So this isn't the actual last area we have to go through. Yeah, this area is a little bit tough. And it'll take a little bit of practice to get it. See that wheel that's rotating over there? There's a pylon. There's a pylon in the middle area over there. And the whale oil canister is beyond that wheel. And I mean, you can get past the wheel. You could probably get past the wheel using blink, but I tried it once and I just got crushed by the wheel. So the idea here is I'm going to disable the wheel. So I'm going to take this guy out here, up top. And the controls for that wheel are up here, I believe. There we go. Alright, so the wheel stopped. Now we can go along that left-hand side and pull out the whale oil canister. Yes, dude. Where are they? Just making sure they don't see me when I go over here. I'm not sure exactly. Oh, there he is. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for him to go across. There's two guys, actually. Come on, look away. I like it when they hork and spit. It's funny. Okay, guys. Sorry about that, if that grossed you out, but that's what they do. I'm just imitating them. Come on, dude. Look away. There he goes. Okay. And I'm not sure why some of these have covers and some don't. I'm not sure why they differentiate, but whatever. So now I have to go up here and get over to past the arc pylon into the next... There's a doorway to the next section, to Sokolov's house. It's easier on the far side. It is quite open on this side, so ideally you want to get over to the far side. I don't think you can actually go over this fence. You've got... it's like spikes or whatever at the top of this fence, so we can actually go over this way, and there's a path under here to get us to the other side. And there's more cover on the other side, so we can get closer to that doorway. Whoa. Let's go wait for that guy. Actually, we can probably blink past him right now. Nice. Okay, and then there's the door to the next section, the north end. And I believe this is where Sokolov is. North side bridgeway. So we got plenty of cover here. It's pretty easy to get up to the front door of the area of the house that Sokolov's in. So we're going to go around the right-hand side here and get up onto the rooftop. And then there's a building you can go through here. It's a chain that you can get. So you can either go through that doorway that's sort of at the bottom left there, but I'm going to go onto this chain and go via the rooftop. Yeah, I was trying to actually see if I can blink right directly behind them. Oh, it looks like there's another entranceway down here, perhaps. So we're gonna jump on this thing. You don't want to get stuck on it here. There we go. Okay. Never mind. I thought I was gonna go right to the rooftop, but it looks like I'm going to go in through the wine cellar. And here's Sokolov's house. So yeah, like I said, I mean, there's so many multiple ways, and there probably is another way that I'm not even aware of. You know, the three that I sort of know about, you know, this way, obviously, the way that we're taking. The other way I went through in my original playthrough, I just went in through that door. I took care of those two guards, and I went in through the door. And then it looks like the third way, you can go up to the roof via that chain, which would probably be easier because Sokolov is actually on the roof, but you also have to get him back to the boat, which is down, so I'm not sure you can actually climb a chain. I've never actually tried. If you're carrying a body, can you actually climb a chain? So I'm gonna take care of this this girl here, just because she's kind of in the way, and I don't want her to turn around and alert the guards. Let's just throw her in the corner. Yeah, and that's the rewire thing. You definitely don't want to rewire the wall of light. You get a guard walk through there, it's like, bye-bye. So we can actually get up onto onto the upper area here. Sweet. You can just avoid everybody. So I didn't actually need to take her out, but yeah, what the hell. I only choked her out. She'll be okay. She has a sore neck for a couple days. What will I do now? Okay, so my extraction route for Sokolov, there's an elevator to the right. There's an elevator right down directly to the right, and I want to go through that door to get up to the rooftop. So I'm going to take care of these two guards, knowing that I got to come back down here. I mean, I could just blink right behind that guard and go through the doorway, but right now I'm just monitoring this guard and seeing what his pathway is. Obviously, this other guard doesn't seem to be moving at all. That guy goes down to that far end, stands there for a second, or a few seconds, and then he'll turn around, and then he'll come down towards the elevator end. But I'm actually going to wait. There's not as much time. We don't have as much time for him to go towards the elevator than we do the other route, so that's why I'm not going to go take that guard out right now. I'm going to wait for him to go down there. He's going to turn around, and then as soon as he's beyond a certain point, that's when I'm going to blink in behind that guard and take him out. And we'll put him in that room that's directly behind him. Just one more second. There we go. Take him out. Make sure you carry him right away. You gotta choke him out and carry him right away, otherwise he'll fall to the ground and you may alert the other guys. Let me put him on the bed. There you go, buddy. Have a nap. Aw! He fell off the bed. Alright. I think his buddy wants to join him. I think he's still down at that right side. And these guards are kind of stupid, right? Like, because I just took care of the guard. He didn't even say anything. He's like, not even wondering, hey, where'd that other guy go? Where'd the other guard go? He didn't say where he was going. He's supposed to be on his post, but they don't really care. So I'm just waiting for him to go by on the right-hand side. Here he comes. Okay, and as soon as he's gone by, I'm going to open the door, choke him out, and then we have a free and clear way to get to the elevator here. Now, one thing I will note is that the elevator is unpowered. And I should have closed that door, but I know I'm just going to grab the whale oil. I'll close it now. Or not. There's a whale oil dispenser right up here. So we're going to grab a container. And then we're going to fill it with whale oil. Nice. Whale oil glows, apparently. And then we're going to repair the elevator. So that's our escape route. Yes. Just making sure there aren't any other guards down this hallway. I don't think there ever are. So you should have to worry about that. Open it up. Throw it in. There, we're all set. Now once we have Sokolov, we can just race back down here and get him the hell out. Damn, I meant to put both those guards in the bed. That didn't happen. What are you gonna do, right? Okay, moving up to the rooftop. Not sure exactly what he's doing up here. I think he's in like this greenhouse.
I now
There he
turn
is.
my hopes and energies to Formula 25.
Formula
In
25.
conjunction with
Whatever. He has a key too, I think he did. Alright, so let's get him. After we get this rune. And then we're just going to bring him down, bring him into the elevator. And there'll be a couple things we have to do before we can extricate ourselves from this area. Oh, we gotta go down the doors right there. So remember those two guards that were outside of that front entrance? That's where we're gonna exit. Because Samuel is like practically right there. So we're gonna take the elevator. Samuel's right outside there. In that tunnel, waiting for us. So we have to contend with these two guards, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna take them out, and then we can bring Sokolov free and clear. Now again, I did edit this a little bit, so you just want to be a little bit more careful than that. I know the other guard wasn't looking, so that's why I was able to take him out. Now I'm going to take the other one out. He had gone down the stairs to the left side. Alright, guard number 2. So we'll go put him in the elevator, we'll pick up Sokolov, and then we're pretty much free and clear. Now you gotta be careful here though, because in that one tunnel that's directly in front of us where there's lighting right there, there's actually a pylon down there and there are some guards, so if you go too close, they will see you. So we're gonna blink down here and then drop down below. And there's Samuel right there. And that's it.
Royal physician himself.
You made a neat job of it. Drop him here and we'll be off.
I have made a neat job of it. Thank you, Samuel. Let's get him back. So, Abduct Sokolov completed. That is mission 4. We've got low overall chaos. See, one dead body or unconscious body was found, but we did get the didn't kill anyone and ghost never detected. So, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope it helps. And we'll be moving on to mission number 5 tomorrow. Alright, thanks, guys. I'm Spider. I'm out.